Welcome to my boring opinion.
Okay, I'm back again. And in this video, I'm gonna do more about the YouTube shooting. Since the last video was more about the Stephen Clark incident and YouTube shooting, I didn't really. Well, never mind. Let's get straight to the video. So, I've been doing some research, and apparently the shooter was upset at the YouTube censorship. Now, whether or not that was actually the cause of her videos getting like demonetized or whatever, I don't know. Although, I mean, while there was no excuse for what she did, she is right about one thing, that YouTube does seem to have a hypocritical double standards on certain things. And we do get demonetized over ridiculous things. I mean, last year, I think I made a video about that too, but I made a video talking about my thoughts on the Manchester shooting incident at whose concert was it? I forgot who. Ariana Grande or something. I forget how to pronounce her name. I think I just said it wrong. Anyways, because I talked about it, it wasn't considered advertiser friendly because it wasn't in the title, because it wasn't the title of the video in the tags. So that right there, which honestly, I don't plan to have. I plan to make most of my money through Patreon anyway, so I don't need AdSense anyways. YouTube does have too much censorship. I mean, I heard that's because the advertisers, the businesses, don't want to be associated with terrorist attacks, which is understandable. I think they're taking it a little bit too far by having people just even ranting about terrorist attacks. I think, oh, this is bad. Oh, obviously that video is no longer eligible for monetization. It's, I mean, well, at least now if they had that as any part of the tags or the title of the video. And but the funny thing is about this woman, though, it's my understanding that she had a great following. I mean, she had like over 9 million views on YouTube or something like that. I mean, I don't think she knew about Patreon. Not that it justifies what she did, but still, because if she knew about, she had enough of a following to make enough money with Patreon. I mean, all you really need is maybe a few hundred patrons or whatever, less than 1,000, and you're making it to make a good living probably. That's what I'm doing, and it's going slowly, but it's going slowly. That's why I'm using Patreon, because of YouTube's censorship, and eventually it's gonna pay off. And also, she might have been seeking to get famous. Which one video I seen that might have suggested that, which is why she lost patience on that and decided to go crazy and YouTube ruined my life attitude. So, but something else that I've understood is that excuse me, something else that I understand is that her father warned the police that she was mad at YouTube. The police didn't do much about it. They said, "Oh, we'll keep an eye on her," which I'm not sure if they did. And they certainly neglected to notify YouTube that somebody might be coming. And like I said in my last video, toward the end, YouTube is a gun-free zone. And as I was doing research, I heard that California has one of the strictest gun control law in the United States. So, this is not something that the mainstream media would want out there if they're trying to push the narrative of gun control. Because this right here actually debunks their point. Which that's not the main topic of this video. I gotta keep it short. Um, so this shooter, I've been trying to find some videos about it. I can't find. Maybe they deleted it or something because of what she did. I don't know. I've been trying to find this shooter who is, I understand, is like Iranian. Uh, so in her late 30s. I mean, it's kind of interesting. And when I first heard about this, I was hearing, oh, she jealous boyfriend or boyfriend is a love triangle thing. You know, like that she's wanting revenge on her boyfriend or something. Come to find out, she was mad at YouTube. and and she is right about one thing, although she kind of took things to an extreme level. YouTube does have too strict guidelines. I mean, you can't even talk about something, even if you're against it, without getting demonetized unfairly. So it's just unfair, and 10 cents a video for, which honestly, if that's all she's making for like 300,000 views, then that tells me that the vast majority of her audience must have been using AdSense. I mean, because even at the cheapest, let's see, between $1 to $10 per 100,000 views. I mean, because see, $1 to $10 per 100,000 views. Now, that's like monetized views. That does not filter in, AdSense. So, I'm not sure what type of video she's been making, and if they even fall into the category. I do know that maybe a lot of her videos, a lot of her people watching the videos, evidently the vast majority of them must have been using AdSense if all she's making is 10 cents a video. Let's see, get her back. Not sure exactly how I would do the math of that. But yeah, definitely the vast majority of the people watching the videos. Maybe she overreacted and blamed YouTube, although YouTube does have strict guidelines and double standards on certain things. YouTube does demonetize people unfairly over ridiculous stuff. And although, like I said, that does not justify a shooting. I mean, do some research, look for alternative ways to make money with YouTube. Sell merch. Start a Patreon. Do other stuff. Yeah, that's the other stuff. Which evidently, she must not have known about Patreon. And maybe she was in too big of a hurry to get famous. As for me, I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to express my opinion. It don't matter if I get famous or not. And really, I don't really need to get like real famous to make money. Especially since I'm gonna be using Patreon myself. Because I'm gonna talk about stuff that's gonna make my video not advertiser friendly. I'm gonna talk about stuff that's gonna cause my videos to be demonetized. Well, actually, YouTube made some changes. I don't know when. Now I can do like 1,000 views or subscribers. I forget which it is. Just to actually be monetized. I mean, you can like activate it like anytime. It just won't officially happen until either 1,000 views or 1,000 subscribers. I forget which it is. But whatever. If I have that many subscribers, even a few hundred, that's enough to get like something going. That's enough to get them. I've seen people who have a few hundred, like, what do you call them, like patrons or whatever, on Patreon. like a few hundred, and they're making enough money from Patreon to make a good living, to do it full time. So, so that's what I'm doing. And then this is an unfortunate tragedy. I mean, at least, well, there was only a few people that was injured, and hopefully they make a speedy recovery. Although I heard that some of them within a couple of the victims are in bad condition. And that's it for this video. Bye.
This has been my boring opinion.
Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to follow me, subscribe, and check out my Twitter, and follow me on Patreon.